I had always thought it important to have an advisory board. Long ago in my business history, I owned a coffee business. And a piece of advice from very successful entrepreneurs was you need to have an advisory board. Fast forward years later, when we started KnowledgeNet, I knew I wanted to have an advisory board, vendors or clients or consumers. I'd had this conversation with a consultant of ours, and he recommended Board Developer, and more specifically Jim Hayden. We met with the Board Developer people, knew it was a good fit, and decided to move forward. And we've been with Board Developer now for 5 years. One of the most enjoyable things that we did was right at the very beginning when we did the selection process, and we sat down and we talked about what are our objectives, what do we want to get out of having a board, and we wanted to be a best places to work. We were looking for somebody on our board that was really strong with culture, and I happened to be reading the edition of Fortune magazine about the best places to work, and was looking at this company called Zappos. And they build their whole business model is built on culture within their company. Wouldn't it be great to have the person who's in charge of culture there? And Board Developer delivered that person on our board. And she's been one of the most engaged people and has been on our board from the very beginning and is still on our board today. About 2 years ago, we decided to engage further with Board Developer and do organizational development. And that's been a real boon for us. The Board Developer specialists in organizational development came in and did a DISC assessment on all of our employees. And a DISC assessment is essentially a personality profile. And what it's done is helped us to better communicate in our organization at all levels. Some of the services that Board Developer provides for us are things that we couldn't do ourselves with the staff that we have. We would have to hire specialists in the areas of organizational development, leadership development, strategic thinking, strategic planning. These are all things that would be very difficult for us to do, and for Board Developer to provide them for us is very seamless. Everybody there is a 911 call away if we have an issue with an HR situation that we are unfamiliar with, maybe tension with a vendor. How should we position something with an employee or a colleague or another company? I feel like everybody at Board Developer is an extension of our company.